Say I'm joined by xPeke. It's been a little while since I've talked to you from Fnatic, and I guess firstly we have to talk about that last game. Just a fantastic way of finishing it off, 2-1 win. And did everything go the way that you wanted it to go, even though you lost the second game?
I still did. Like, the first game was our perfect game. We got the heroes we planned to. They didn't get anything that was scary for us. And the first game was like, yeah, perfect. The second game, I think the picks were not the best. We could have picked better. I didn't want to play Orianna, but I picked her, and it was not the problem. I think the main problem was in one action when I don't know if we were ahead or not, but in one action we lost like 3,000 or 4,000 gold. They went bottom, they killed someone, they killed me top, they took the turret, and then after that they took Drake and me turret. And after that it was like, what can you do? That's 4,000 gold plus levels.
Let's go back to the first map, because I don't want to not talk to you for the next 10 minutes or so without mentioning that escape. As a Nidalee player and a Nidalee fan, I was sat there glued to the screen thinking, oh my God, how is he going to get out of this? He's never going to get away. And not only did you get away, but it just went on forever. Talk us through it.
I don't even remember how it started. It started bottom? Was it bottom?
Yeah,
I think it was bottom.
It was into the bush, and you had virtually no health left.
I just jumped, and I had like no health at all. But I still had barrier. And flash? No, I think I burned flash.
No, you burnt flash already,
but I had barrier. I realized it was not needed. I could just keep running. I healed myself once. Then I keep running. And like, these guys probably think I don't have barrier, so I'm just gonna go through 2 turret. Vladimir is gonna probably ignite me or ultimate me or whatever. He had flash cost, I think. He's gonna do whatever and leave me die to turret. So I'm just gonna barrier there. So I do that. He stopped chasing. Then they tell me Riven is coming through the jungle, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna keep going to their base, and I keep going up. Riven fails the ultimate. Then they are like, just come through the jungle, and I'm like, no, fuck it, let's just go through the through the top turret. And I survived like with 1 HP. I healed myself, and I survived the turret thing. Yeah. It was like kind of lucky, kind of. At some point, I knew what I was doing, but it was kind of lucky that they didn't react all the way.
Yeah, at some point you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, at some point. After I ran
for
after 2 minutes, I knew what I was doing. Yeah.
Right. Okay, and in terms of the little showmanship between Rekkles and Doublelift, what are your thoughts on that? Is that just a good bit of fun to
I think it's cool. I think it's cool to have that stuff. Like, it means a lot in League, like how do you call it, clash between some players.
Yeah.
And I think it's perfectly fine to have Rekkles tweeting something like, you're gonna get wrecked before the game, to Doublelift and CLGB, like, let's see if he can keep his war and stuff like that. That creates drama, that makes the game more interesting, because every time Doublelift died or Rekkles died or something, I'm sure the chat went crazy when they double kill bottom, Rekkles and Yellowstar. When they double kill, I'm sure the chat went crazy, and I think it just makes it more fun. And it's nothing personal, it's just in-game stuff. Yep. And I think it's totally fine, and I like it.
So Rekkles was with you a year ago, IEM Cologne last year, and it's taken him a while to come back because obviously he was very young. He's still only 17. Seems like he's been around forever. How good is he now, and how good do you think he can be in the future?
Okay, I see. He's actually exactly where we left it. Second place of Cologne. That's the last thing we did with him last year. So now we should try to get the first place and improve. But I think the difference is that last year there was no one at his level. There were like really little AD carries at his level. Maybe him and a couple more, like 2 or 3 AD carries that were that good. He's still really good, and I think he can still improve a bit. But there are a lot of good carries now, because with the LCS, people started to play a lot every day and strategize more. Everyone knows what to do, where to do it, and I think there are a lot of really, really good carries. So Rekkles is not gonna be like crazy, like he's not gonna be every game 10-0, but I think still every game he's gonna be stable. He's gonna have every game good CS, and he's probably he's gonna have some of the games he's gonna carry them, some of the games he's gonna be there. I think he's gonna be really good for us.
Okay, let's just rewind the clock a little bit to a couple of months ago. Worlds was a great run all the way to playing Royal in the semi-finals, but overall, did you finish it and come home and think, damn, we should have done better, or did you come home and think, actually, we did a good job?
After Worlds, I don't know what everyone think. I think everyone was kind of happy, like it's third, fourth place.
But I mean you. I'm more interested about what you
think. myself. I felt, sometimes I feel happy, sometimes I feel sad, because it was third, fourth place is really good. You think about it and like, damn, it's so good. Like, why? There's no reason to be sad. We didn't expect to do that much. Like, we expected to go out of group stage and lose to some team, but we did better than that. Versus Royal, we saw them that we were not worse. We just had a few games that we lost, but we could have won them. They could have won either way. And that's what made me mad at the same time. The fact that 2 of the games, we could have won them with a small mistakes. Like, if only one of us did something better, we could have won them. Like, one of the games, we were ahead and we threw it. They did Baron, and after that, they came back. That game, we should have just play it safe, snowball and win. And the last game, the same. We were winning when I had Fizz. I was bottom, and they used Camp 1 Bros, and Sign, I thought he was really tanky. He almost escaped with this HP, but he died on the way to escape on the EQ, and then they got Baron, and after that it was over. So both games, we could have won then, I think, and it makes me happy to see how we played so good, and a bit mad that we could have won that by 1 inch.
Okay. Rumour has it that you guys haven't been practicing very much since World, and that you've taken some time off and had some vacation and what have you. CLG said that they've been practicing like madmen before they came over here. So what does that tell us about playing League after a couple of months? Is it good to have a break?
I'm not sure. I think if we don't take, I think we play bad compared to what we used to play. I think we do play worse, a lot worse. We haven't played after Worlds. We play some solo queue, but for a month. That was our practice. Then I think we started to practice like 2 weeks ago, and not even a lot. Like 2 weeks ago, we started to practice like 3-4 hours a day, and just last week is when since the beginning of this week, pretty much 1 week of hard practice, and not even because we didn't have a lot of opponents. That's all we did. But I think if we were practicing all this time, we would have been better, because I see we do a lot of mistakes. Personally, I do a lot of mistakes, and I need to improve, and I'm improving slowly. Like, when I started to play solo queue at first, I was like, damn, I suck. but now it's getting better, and I know the problem, so it's just about fixing it.
Okay. There's been a lot of changes in League of Legends teams over the last couple of months since Worlds. They sparked off a whole transfer debacle that went on for a while with Bjergsen, and then other players have fallen into place, and teams have made changes up to 4 sometimes of their 5 players and just kept 1. You guys have pretty much kept the same team, just brought in one guy that you already knew, so it doesn't even feel like a new guy in the team. What have your thoughts been about just looking, stepping back and looking at what's going on and thinking, we're really fine, we've got a nice settled team, and everyone else is going crazy?
Well, I think we had it really good. Like, Soas is a really good player. I'm normally a good player when I practice. Cyanide is a great jungler. Sometimes when they change the jungle or something, he takes time, but once he learns it, he's really, really good and really scary. And Yellowstar is super motivated to do anything. So I think we have everything we need. And Pusu was a great player. I'm really thankful for what he did playing for us, knowing that it was like a substitute. And yeah, I think right now we are perfect. Like, we have everything we want. If we keep practicing, if no one of us gets demotivated and doesn't want to play anymore, I think we can stay on the top. Like, not the first, because that's always, you have to play perfectly every game, and that's impossible. But I think we can stay on the top if we get to our max level. Okay,
who's been the best signing over the last couple of months?
The best one?
Not for you, but who's been the best signing, do you think? Who's signed the best player? Who's been the person that you think will change a team? Is it Bjergsen, for instance?
I will say Nip getting the good players of Lemon Dogs is changing everything. They got, like, their mid laner was equal with Bjergsen, I think. I don't think Bjergsen is really good, but I don't think he was better than Nuke Dog. Maybe it's hard to tell, I don't know, because the thing is Bjergsen has never competed versus Korean teams or American teams or something, while Nuke Dog didn't either. That's why I think he played worse at Worlds. I don't know how Bjergsen will do, but probably Thoro, Mithi, and Nuke Dog to Nip is the best move, I think.
All right, one last question. Let's talk about Gambit now. Grand final, Gambit Gaming. How do you think you'll fare?
I don't know. For me, this feels like an LCS now.
Yeah,
like another week and another game. There we go again.
But there's a lot of money on the line, and there's a trophy up for grabs as well. First one after the World.
Yeah, the trophy. I saw it before.
You did. I saw you eyeing it up. You like the look of it.
How did you see me?
I did. I saw you though. You had your shades on. You were checking it out. You had one hand on it.
Yeah, it will be cool. Last year we didn't make it to the trophy. We were so close. One game. Hopefully, it's Gambit. Gambit is always fun to play. We know each other a lot. They know us. We know them. We have been without practicing each other for a long time. So I think it's going to be really exciting. And I think once we beat the American teams, we are not so nervous anymore. we are happy. Like, they didn't take their revenge yet. So I don't know. I think Gambit and us, we will play our best, but it will be a fun match. All right.
Okay. Quick prediction. We're going to go over to Shox in a minute. She's going to introduce the next final, which is actually NIP versus Copenhagen Wolves. Got a favourite there?
I will actually say 2-1 NIP, but I think Copenhagen Wolves are really good. They played really good yesterday. I think they could be, but I still say 2-1 to NIP.
All right, thank you very much. xPeke there from Fnatic, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
He says 2-1 to NIP.